Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Light Talk, with where everyone can share their spiritual journey stories in a safe and supportive community. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email lighttalk423@gmail.com, or in the comments below, type in guest please. While you're at it, please click on your like, share, and subscribe buttons. Well, let's welcome our guest here today. Go ahead and tell us your story and let's go.
Okay, hi, I'm Alex Sitzman. I'm live in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I do stagehand for music gigs. Um, I'm also a psychic. I can feel spirits. I can smell them. And my one of the occasions that I had was when I was up in Breckenridge. I was sleeping and I felt a spirit walk through my room, and I could feel them walking, like hearing those footsteps through the hotel room. That was one of my most recent ones.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And
How
my
did how did
first
you feel with that?
it was interesting. It kind of woke me up and I was like, oh, okay, there's someone coming through my room. And then I just kind of went back to sleep.
So it wasn't like a scary thing or anything. It was just
No,
kind of
yeah.
more calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then my first ever psychic ability, I guess, that came through was when I was 7, when I went on a ghost tour, and I was able to see the spirit up in the window on the front side, and then we went around the building, and I could see through the back window, and she was still facing the same way. The back was facing us on the back side, so that was kind of cool seeing that.
Did you pick up on anything with her of any of her past or anything?
No, I was just shocked that I actually saw someone standing in the window, because the tour guide said, "Oh, there might be someone up in the window, and some people can see it, and some people don't." And I was the only one on the whole tour who saw it.
Oh, cool.
So
Really
yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Um, I'm trying to think. That's pretty much all the two psychic experience I've had. I just get some whiff of smells through the room here and there, and I try to figure out who they are, but I'm not as good as I know I should be to figure that out.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
I have
So
to say something with that right now. Actually, the shirt I'm wearing used to be my mom's. She passed away in February, and she was a smoker.
oh
And I've washed this, it's all cool and everything, but I'm smelling a lot of smoke on it right now.
yeah.
So, and I don't smoke. So I think she's here with me today. So
Yeah,
that's pretty exciting just to
that
kind of let you
is.
know.
Yeah, like whenever I smell rosemary, I know that's my aunt who passed away last year. So whenever I smell that, I know she's around me.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying you had a past life.
Yes, I do. So I was in the 1960s and I worked at Woodstock. And then after Woodstock, I went on, and when I passed away in that life was in 1990, and I was reborn in 96.
Yeah, and that's a
So
fast turnaround.
yes, it was.
Have you
That's
figured?
why. What?
Go ahead.
So that's why I kind of figured my music career now is what I'm supposed to be finishing up in my last life.
Do you
So,
know how you passed?
an overdose of heroin.
Oh, oh wow.
Yeah, I was
Not
in the
good.
wrong crowd of
Yeah.
people, and so yeah,
Well, Woodstock.
yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, so what all do you remember from there?
So I remember just the smells of the field and the woods and the trees. And of course I remembered all the music. And I remember setting up for the stage, and I remember the big rainstorm. So, and that transferred over to this life. So whenever I'm doing a gig and it starts raining, I just don't like doing gigs in the rain because I'm always worried something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of a scary thing anyways with the lightning and whatnots.
yeah.
But yeah, really cool. Really cool. So, what kind of things do you want to know about your past life?
I just want to be confirmed that I was at Woodstock. So someday I would like to go back to Woodstock and just kind of feel the energy and see if I can actually know if that's what I'm actually feeling,
Yeah.
and to know that if I was at Woodstock, that I know I can actually make my music career happen in this life.
Yeah. You
So,
have any questions about it? Like
um,
any detailed questions or anything that you would like to share?
I was wondering if I was actually a stagehand because in the documentary of Woodstock, I actually saw a picture that looked like me. So I took a picture of me and that person, and they look exactly like each other.
Really? That was one
Yeah,
of my questions I was going to ask you.
I will send you a picture of the pictures of us next to each other.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I'd
so
appreciate
I will
that.
do that.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome.
yeah.
Did you have any kind of scary experiences in that lifetime or
Um, all I know is towards the end of my life, I was in a very depressed, dark spot. I felt like I wasn't making what I was supposed to be doing, so I kind of ended up going off the bad path and doing drugs like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was very interesting towards the end of my life at that time.
Yeah,
So
that's rough.
yeah.
That's rough. How about this lifetime? Have you learned anything from that life to this life and have you brought it over? Any of
I
the
brought
learnings?
Yeah, I brought a lot of it over. So when I ever do stagehand in this life, I understand it very easily, and it just comes to me so easily. Like I've already done this before, and it just is so easy. I've also when people mention a band or have you heard this band, I'm like, yeah, I've heard that band, but then I reckon I feel like I've been around the band.
Oh,
So
so
yeah,
you were like not part of the band, but you helped
like a
perform,
roadie.
like did
Yeah, set
worked
up for
with
the
them.
stage for them. So yeah,
That's exciting.
yep.
That's so which one was your favorite band? Do you recall that?
Um, working at Woodstock was my favorite band scene was Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, all those guys. Towards the end of my life, I remember working with like some minor bands that I don't remember exactly what the band's names were, but they were pretty good at the time. So like they were more like punk rock towards the end. So I
Oh
was
wow.
getting into that kind of music.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I ended my life was with that kind of music.
And then you listen to that now, correct?
I listen to classic rock now, so I'm not a big fan of punk rock. So I understand why now, but I don't like punk rock because it just brings me back bad memories.
You're right, right.
So
Back in the not so good times.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Any other stories that you have for us?
that is pretty much all of the stories that I've
That's pretty much
remembered
it.
having.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what about now? What about in this lifetime? Have you experienced anything that kind of shook you up or anything like that?
There's days that I'll be walking down the street and feel like there's someone following me, and there would be no one behind me, but I just could smell or feel like someone was walking right behind me, which kind of creeped me out the first couple of times. But now I'm just so used to it, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I'm waiting for
So
that. I'm waiting for the first kind of real feelings like that because it
yeah,
will be freaky, to have that done the first few times so you get used to it, I'm sure.
it does. It took me about a month to get used to that feeling,
Yeah,
and when I'd be walking down the street and look behind me and there's no one there, and I'm like, there was someone there.
I know there
But
was.
yeah,
That's awesome. That's
or
awesome.
again. or I'll get cold chills down my back. Like if I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, there's a cold chill. And
Yeah.
I know maybe a spirit just kind of was touching me just to let me know that they there.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of touches lately
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
legs.
That might be a dog.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, you were telling me about your dog, so I think that might
Yeah.
be she's just coming to say hi.
My baby girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That would make sense.
Yeah.
It could be her whiskers that are giving the little pokey feel.
Yep. That might be
Awesome.
it. But
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Didn't
yeah.
even think about her being around.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So what do you think your strengths are and what do you want to work towards?
My strains are I just can smell really well. Like the senses of the smell come through really easily for me.
Hmm.
But I would like to try to be able to see them or hear them more clearly. Because right now, when I see them, it's just like a white mist for a little
Oh,
bit, and then it
okay.
vanishes.
Yeah.
And hearing them, it's like I can hear them, but it feels sounds like they're so far away, so it's hard to tell what they try to say.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like a distant radio or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that too sometimes.
So then I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, did someone just say my name? And I'm like trying to figure out where it came from.
Yeah, that's it's hard to explain to people. I'm so glad I'm doing this podcast because it's so easy to talk to these people that understand it. It's
Yeah,
nice. It's been
yeah, it
really
is.
nice.
Yeah, because when I was growing up, and I thought I was going crazy when I kept on smelling stuff or seeing mist around, and my friends like, "There's nothing there." So when I met a friend who was psychic and he explained it all, I was like, "Okay, now it makes more sense. Now I'm
Yeah.
not going insane."
Yeah.
But
That's
for
good.
15, yeah, for 15 years, I thought I was going crazy because I kept on seeing stuff or hearing stuff, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I heard kind of through the grapevine from
yeah,
Shane that you are very awesome at taking pictures with ghosts in them.
yes, I do have a couple other pictures I will send you with spirits in them. I don't mean to take them, and they just show up. I like take a photo, and they just randomly show up.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty crazy.
like the one that I sent you the other night.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's
So,
really I that picture there was really interesting to me because I don't think an average person would be able to have really seen the spirit there. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But I had this app. I kind of took it off because it kind of freaked me out a little bit because it had this it told if it was an evil or a good spirit. And I had this evil spirit that I couldn't get to leave. So I got rid of the app. So I'm like all freaking out. But
yeah.
anyways, um during the time I had that app, I had my uncle come through
Oh, cool.
and it took pictures just like what you have. And it was like I totally recognized and saw the figure in both of those pictures after seeing the one with my uncle. As it was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool when you see it like that.
Yeah, it was so cool. And one of these days, I'm going to learn how to put pictures like that up on my podcast so we can show the audience
Yeah,
of what that looks like. But until then, sorry, everyone. But yeah, that was really cool. I appreciate you sending that picture to me.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. Any other good fun stories you can tell?
Um, I don't. I haven't thought of any the last couple of days. I've been trying to think of stuff, and nothing's came to my mind.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, I do appreciate you being on the show, Alex.
yes, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I'd like to chat with you some more at some time and
Yeah, we will.
keep up. All right. Sounds
Okay.
awesome. All right. Well, we'll chat with you later.
Okay. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
All right. You
Bye.
too. Thanks for being on the show.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.